While looking to see which third parties could leave you open to risk, it's also beneficial to understand what are the common denominators of gap controls in your portfolio, because if you have a specific control that is gapped by 30 different vendors, you will need a proactive strategy for your third-party risk management program. How does portfolio risk findings help you discover the most common gapped controls?
Yeah, I think that's a really good question. When we're working with really large ecosystems, like many of our users are, it's almost impossible to really effectively be proactive. Again, just given the time and demand of investment that these questionnaires require. And usually by the time you receive a questionnaire, it might be time to even reassess them and stay on top of what their evolving risk posture looks like. We know that risk isn't a static variable, and so having a snapshot in time assessment of that risk isn't incredibly effective if you want to try to proactively manage that risk and make sure that you're making the right decisions at the right time and have a priority of what those resources are doing. So again, looking at the portfolio risk finding feature, we can keep it with the CyberGRX control framework, and just going down, we know who our riskiest third parties are. We've talked about that quite a bit, but the next chart below the list of your third parties is your risk registry. So this is your priority controls. This is showing you where the biggest gaps exist across your entire portfolio by control area. So this is really showing you a signal on where you might have the most significant impact in your risk posture across your third-party ecosystem, targeting these areas of control coverage. So this might help drive first-party risk management activities and might help you train your internal stakeholders what to look for when procuring certain vendors, and give you a little bit of insight on what sort of activities you might want to do to mitigate things across a large area of controls. Because it's unlikely that here we see with control 1141, so if we click into that, we can see that if you click on that caret next to 1141, you'll see that 30 out of your 50 riskiest third parties do not have control coverage around risk monitoring. It's unlikely that you're going to be able to follow up with each of those 30 third parties, ask them to mitigate this control gap, and have them respond to that request in a timely manner. So what this is really telling you is either take a closer look at these 30 third parties and whether or not you want to pursue working with them given the control gap that they're exposing you to, or help you understand what are some first-party activities that you might want to take for your organization to have a better understanding and a better signal as to which first-party risk management activities you want to take to help protect yourself against this gap that a significant number of your third parties is exposing you to.
To learn more or request a demo, visit cybergrx.com.